Hello viewers, welcome to RK Keynotes. In the Python for Data Science module, in the previous video we have explored conditional statements, looping constructs and functions. In this video, we're going to explore data structures. If you have not subscribed yet, do subscribe my channel to get more updates, and let's get into the video. Before getting into data structures, let's look into the built-in data types in Python. So these are the available data types. Like for text we use string, and for numeric data types we use int, float, complex. In sequence we use list and tuples, and for mapping we use dictionaries, set types, and boolean for bool, and binary types are available. Okay, now why we need to get into data structure and what is the problem with data types? Basically, variable can store single format data, which means that if I want to store any value, numeric value, let's say 1, I'll be using int. If I want to store a string ABC, I'll be using string, and if I want to store anything like 0.5, I'll be using float. Alright, so now let's consider that I'm gonna store a student information. Int is for roll number, and this is name, and this is his marks, average marks. Alright, so I'm gonna store one student detail like this, and what if I want to store 100 student information like this? And what if I want to store 1000 students, 10,000? So I need to create different variables. So basically, if you create n number of variables, you require large number of memory. Because of that, the computational speed will go down, which means that your program will perform slow. And manipulation is also a difficult task if you store all the values in a variable. So if you want to store data in sequence, then variables are not suitable for this task. To overcome this, we need data structure. Basically, data structure, you can have a collection where that you can have different types of data types can be stored in one single structure. Let's look into this. And these are all the available data types. We used to say collections, data types like array, and list, dictionaries are the mainly used things in data structure with Python, and set and tuple is also available. So first we'll explore list, and then we'll go one by one. Let's get into the demo. Now we're going to perform few list operations, such as creating the list, accessing the list, and performing indexing and adding and removing items in the list, printing it in reverse order, and performing copy and adding two lists. So these are the operations we are going to perform. First, let's create the list. I'm going to have a variable like my list equal to, and to add elements in the list you need to use square bracket, and I'm gonna add few items. The items can be from any data type like string or int. As we have seen that data structure accepts different types of data types. Alright, and I'm gonna have okay, so these are all my items, and I'm gonna print this my list, right, run, and this is our result. So now how to access a particular item in a list? So how to do that? So I'm gonna print, for example, if I want to print something in the index number 2, so what will be the output now? 0, 1, 2. It should print laptop. Alright, now what do you mean by this negative indexing? I'm gonna print the same thing. What if I use -1? So basically -1 will display the last element in your list, that is Amazon, and if you use -2, which prints second last element. Okay, this is the second last, this is the last one, and this is second last. So the next task is a range of indexes. You can specify the index like this, like 1:4, which means that it will print from index 1 to 4. Let's check this, and it is from 1, the 0 to this is the index number 1, and which prints from this one like 0, 1, 2, and 3. It ignores the last one. If you want to print items from the beginning and end, you need to use colon. If you use colon at the end, it will print after 3, like 1 2 3, so it is starting from the fourth element 1500 and Amazon it is printing. If you use colon in front, it will print up to 3, that means PC, 1 and laptop. Now you might be having a query that can we use 2 negative index values? Yes, of course we can use. So I'm gonna print my list from -4, basically -4 in the sense like this is -1 2 3 4, so this is -4 value which should print from 1 laptop 1500 and Amazon, but here I have used -1, which means that it ignores this, and let's see the output. Yeah, this is what, so which prints from 1 laptop and 1500, which ignores the last one. Now the next thing is, this is my list and I want to do some changes. So my list, I want to change the value 1 to some other value. Let's say that the index is 1, and I'm gonna assign the value with I'm gonna use TV, alright, and print my list. Let's check this whether the value got changed or not. Yeah, it is changed, so here it is TV. So now I'm going to add an item using append my list dot append. So you can append only one item at a time. I'm gonna add Flipkart. Right. Run. So here is the output. It got added here. Alright, now how to remove an item? I want to remove some item. So what you want to do is I'm going to remove the same, and let's do it. So I want to use the remove method, and I'm going to remove this Flipkart. Alright, run, and the list got printed, so the Flipkart got removed now. So now how to copy a list? I'm gonna create second list equal my list. So I need to copy this, so I'm gonna use copy function, and now my list got copied to another variable that is called second list, and now I'm going to print that second list, that is a variable. Alright, run. Here it is. So the list got copied. Now the next task is joining two lists. So how to do that one? I'm gonna have list 1, and I'm gonna add let's say A and B in that, and there is another list, list 2, which is basically 1 2 3, and I'm gonna have another list, and I'm gonna add L1 plus L2 and print L3. That's it, and run. Let's see that. You can use concatenation and all to add. Yeah, it got added. You see that we have got these two lists added here. Now how to reverse a list? Now let's reverse this. I'm gonna write L3 dot reverse, just call reverse function, and print L3 now. Sorry. Let's check this. Yeah, the list got reversed now. So the next thing is print all at once using loop. I'm going to use for I in my list. So this is my list, and just print it, print I. So which means that it is going to loop, and it is going to print all the elements from my list. So these are all the elements which I have. You can call items. And here is the small task for you. If I want to sort a list, here I have a list DCA, 3 elements, and I'm going to print. It is going to print. Okay, I just want to sort this, so I'm using sort function. So the list name dot sort, I'm going to print this. so which is printing ABC. Now the task for you is you want to sort this one. So L2 is the list name and I have BCA and 3 to 1. Try to sort this and let me know in the comment section. Hope you liked this video. See you in the next session. Thank you.